Gunnar Thompson with Oat Specialties, and today we're going to go over part one of our series over training program. All right, for part one, I got to be honest with you. It has to start with a question that I saw on Instagram. And this guy who was meaningfully wanting to help was basically suggesting that a youth athlete just get stronger. The youth athlete was performing some speed chain exercises, and that was basically his comment. Now, rightfully so, he's a youth athlete. He's going to get bigger and stronger as he grows up, but it made me start thinking that maybe we're kind of stuck in this little box whenever we start thinking about training programs and training styles and methodologies. You know, you have one group who is, let's just get stronger in the weight room, and then, let's take it out to the field. And then we have another group who's like, no, we got to be functional, we got to do this. So what I want to do here is not say one is better than the other. I don't want to diss one methodology. But what I want to do is start a conversation that we can have to start combining some of these ideas and some of these methodologies so that we can produce the best result for the athlete. And I commented on that gentleman's post or his reply and basically said a little bit of kind of what I'm saying right now is we need to have this conversation that a weight room, just strength approach, and then going to the field, there's a little bit of a gap there that we may be missing with the athlete. So, first part of the series, I just want to go over what a traditional, maybe more of like that weight room to the ball field program may look like. And then in the second part, I'm going to tell you why I think, and we believe as a company, that it's missing a piece there, a missing link. So, what would you say a typical workout would be for that traditional style? Well, I would say it would be something similar to, okay, now we're at the point where dynamic warm-ups are kind of a must. So pretty much everyone goes out, they do some lunging, maybe some side lunges, they get their heart rate up. That stuff is great. I'm not saying that it's wrong. Okay, I'm just telling you exactly what I've seen that those traditional workouts consist of. So they warm up, they may do some mobility work, and then they get into the weight room, okay? And they're focused either on strength or hypertrophy, which is muscle building. You know, they gotta get bigger in order to get stronger. So they're either doing heavy loads, light reps, or they're doing moderate loads with moderate reps, somewhere between the 8 to 12 rep range for 3 sets for hypertrophy, and then, 3 to 5 sets of 1 to 3 reps for strength activities. Something like that. That's what you would see traditionally. And then you would see that athlete maybe do some mobility work afterwards, maybe try to do some stretching. And then the second part of their workout would be going out and playing catch or getting in the cages and doing something that is very skill specific. So as you see, you have the movements go from very general, so strengthening either in a pressing movement or a pulling movement, mainly working in 2 planes with the frontal plane or the sagittal plane, and then you have them move into a rotational explosive exercise that is transverse in nature. And so we kind of have this gap that we're calling, and so that's what a traditional program would look like. Now for part 2, we're going to talk about this gap and kind of what we believe is missing in this traditional workout. So stay tuned, subscribe, hit that bell notification. We appreciate it.